Countdown of the top 10 has reached number 5. And at number 5, it's the New Jersey Devils. Drum roll, please. And front and center is Seamus Casey, he of the great state of Florida, the Sunshine State product, a Michigan Wolverine, third among freshman D-men in points with 29. And he's not alone on that board with talented players. There's that Luke Hughes guy who wasted no time making an impact. As we zero in on this team, Sam Stillman is the player you want to zero in on. Why?
Yeah, we're always talking about the D. Let's talk about a forward.
Bring it.
Chase Stillman, let's go. Peterborough Pete's of the Ontario Hockey League, just fresh off an OHL championship and some Memorial Cup experience. But to watch his lineage, you have to go back to the under-18s in El Paso in 2021. And for Canada, he played in the lower half of the lineup, but showed that he had a lot of spit to his game, a lot of bump to his game. He'll throw big hits, open ice along the boards, but he also has the talent to score goals as well. And throughout the course of his time in the Ontario Hockey League with Sudbury and then with the Peterborough Petes, just hovering around that point per game pace. So the numbers don't blow off the charts for you, but what they do is make you take a deeper look into what he is as a player. A guy who's going to match up, a guy who can give you some points. He can play anywhere in your lineup. He can give you some power play time, but also a really responsible guy. So I like the fact that he has a number of elements, and we talk about this all the time with prospects. When you have that NHL lineage and you've been around the game for a long time, typically the assimilation into the National Hockey League is a shorter period of time because you're kind of used to it from watching dad having maybe been in a dressing room as a kid or watched him come home and talk about his time playing in the National Hockey League. And now Stillman, the son of Corey, is that guy who I think is the sneaky forward on that list for the New Jersey Devils.
I never grow tired of talking about the Devils' defense prospects, so that is exactly
Do it!
Now, Sammy boy. Luke Hughes, we've talked about him a ton. I mean, we've seen what he can do, and he's going to be a star in the league as early as next season. So we'll go right to Nemec, who is another offensively gifted, very, very high prospect for the New Jersey Devils. A lot to like in this guy's game. He's a great skater. He's got terrific vision, great offensive abilities. You look at what he did in Utica last season, the American Hockey League, you look at the exits, the entries, that's puck moving, that's skating, point production, pretty good. Expected goal for percentage, that's at even strength. Some of that has team impacts as well, but the defensive side of the game, mainly just in the defensive zone, will still improve for him, still be a development area for him. Not of great concern. This is typical of offensive prospect defensemen. But you think about New Jersey, how fast they play, how good they are. And you got Luke Hughes buzzing into next season, and you got this guy not far behind. Man, like they're going to have to start putting them on pay-per-view, this team. It's going to be must-see hockey when they play.